Good morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever in the world you may be, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today? Well, here's something that I need to get out there, and hopefully people start understanding this, is what side you're supposed to pass on. And, I see this way too much out here. People are getting in way too big of a hurry. And the thing is, I always tend to do the speed limit, especially if you got 3, 4, 5, even up to freaking 6 lanes. Sometimes I'll be in the second lane, even the third lane, just putting along. Nobody will be up behind me. Nobody will be anywhere near me. And, from 1 second to the next, all of a sudden people are racing up on me. People are getting mad at me, shooting me the bird like they do everybody else for not going with them. The thing is, if people start doing the right thing, which is going to be a very, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but we've got to make a change on this. I'll be doing the speed limit and have people passing me on the right, especially if my exit is coming up. And there'll be, in some of these cities, you'll have a ramp coming off. You're trying to enter the interstate, and not far past it, you'll have an exit. And I need that exit, but you have jackasses behind me that they can't jump over into the left lane because everybody's racing and everybody's getting packed up. There's a following distance rule for cars, not just trucks, but cars as well. What is it? A car length for every 10 mile an hour in a car. So everybody has their own little opinion on, their own views on what is and isn't a car length. Just do it by the seconds, okay? For every 10 mile an hour, put 1 second between your cars and stuff. And I think that's over, all the way up to, 45. Hey, if you do it the same way that we do it out here, or we're supposed to do it, it's, up to, we do a second per every 10 foot of our vehicles. And our length to seconds is equivalent to y'all's every 10 mile an hour, where y'all don't have to do that crap. But I've seen it too many freaking times. I've watched people jump right over into that lane, come running up by me, causing me to miss my exit. And then they cut across the solid freaking lines up there, cut right across in front of me, and just carry on. It's like, okay, did nobody teach you how to fucking drive? Does nobody know how to drive anymore? You pass to the left. And the thing that's, and people are getting tired of seeing this, you continue passing us on the right instead of the left, knowing that majority of our exits are to the right. There's times that people in their little cars want to play the freaking victim whenever they're doing this stupid crap. A truck runs over you because you're getting in a hurry and passing on the wrong side. And not just that, you shouldn't really be able to even catch me if I'm doing the speed limit and you're nowhere near me from 1 second to the next. Excuse me. This That's ridiculous, people. That's ridiculous. You pass to the left. There's been times, I mean, I've literally had to, I'll be rolling up the right lane, coming up to a ramp, nobody there, from 1 second to the next. I actually had a soccer mom, or, she had kids in the van coming down the ramp, decided to race me to the end. I couldn't move over. Okay. Now, a lot of people would probably tell me, oh, well, you should have slowed down because you're in the right lane and they're merging. Here's the problem to that story. She was not there whenever I looked over after clearing the bridge. She was not there. She ended up making it down to the bottom of the ramp, even with me, because she was trying to race my truck. And I'm like, the whole time, phone to her freaking head, coming down the ramp racing me. I kept going. She was driving down the freaking shoulder because she was pushed over, That's not my fault that you wasn't paying attention. I feel bad for the kids, I do. Because, the children don't know what in the heck's going on. The one that I cannot feel sorry for is the woman that was behind the wheel. And this happened a few years back. Because anyone behind the wheel of any kind of vehicle should know not to have the phone against their head. I mean, you see this. You son of a gun. I got somebody calling in. But this thing right here, go ahead and get you one of these things. Or get you a little earpiece. That way, at least you got both of your hands on the wheel. But anyone behind the wheel of a vehicle should know better than to have that up against their head, or be distracted by their radios, or be distracted, adjusting their climate controls right here. You should not be distracted by everything. You should be paying attention to the road. But I really want to get this thing out here. And yes, I'm a little aggravated every time I, have somebody passing me on the right-hand side. I need to learn what side to pass on. But, that the lady finally got back over behind me, gets over in the hammer lane, passes by me. I don't know what this lady did, but all of the kids literally had their faces literally staring out the passenger side of that damn van as they were coming by, staring at me with all sad, pitiful eyes, like I did something wrong. And to this day, it's been a couple years, and it's getting worse and worse out here. I mean, we need to start making a change on this. You pass to the left. Y'all ever, and I know somebody's going to comment some crap on here. Some bull crap, that is. As y'all, a lot of y'all know who Justin Timberlake is and all that, right? Well, he does that song where it says, pass to the left, sail to the right. People's going to start sailing to the right whenever they go to passing us out here. I mean, you got to understand that us moving as slow as we are, and as big as we are, with all of these mirrors on here, we still have a lot of blind spots. And if we don't end up catching it in time and we just turn right over into you, that it's liable to send your asses selling right off of the roadway. Now, if that happens to me, yeah, I will stop if I catch it or whatnot and check on people, because it's liable to happen, and it will eventually happen. So I want to challenge everybody. Whenever you come up to somebody, I want to challenge everybody on here, everybody in the country. Pass to the left. Never pass to the right, but pass to the left. And just in case y'all get confused on what the left and right is, here's a simple little thing that you can do. You take your hands. You can do both of them like this right here, okay? Whichever one makes the L, that's your left hand. That way you're never confused on that right there. So, I'm gonna see where this next load takes me, if they ever give me a doggone load. Made it all the way here to Coleman, Alabama, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this thing here. Check this out. It's still winter time. All my friends and family back home and all over the country, even around the world. I want y'all to stay warm, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Holler.